So we have some very exciting news of the first handheld device featuring the new HX370 from AMD. This chip is based off of the new Zen 5 architecture called Strix, and starting later this year, we're going to see this chip and similar variants begin to show up in lots of mobile handheld PCs. Currently, the Z1 Extreme dominates this category, which is based off of the Zen 4 architecture. And this is a very impressive APU. It can pull around 70 frames per second in Battlefield 1 high 1080p settings. And right now, on the eve of these new chips about to hit the market, the current Z1 handhelds, like the Legion Go, are selling for an incredible $550 right now on Amazon. I think that's an amazing deal, and I'll leave a link below the video. But the new chip, the HX370, based off the Zen 5 architecture, appears to be about 15% faster in terms of the graphical performance. That's noticeable, but not groundbreaking. Here's a chart showing the difference between the Z1 Extreme and the HX370 in various games at different TDPs. To quantify this a little bit more, here's 3D Mark TimeSpy, which is a graphical benchmark. The Z1 pulls about 2,900, and the new HX370 manages 4,000. But what I find most impressive about the performance of these new APUs isn't how it compares to the previous generation, but rather how it stacks up to the mobile RTX 2050. Because according to some early benchmarks, this new APU is right on the heels of the dedicated RTX 2050 from NVIDIA. Now, this GPU isn't cutting edge, but it's still a fantastic card for gaming. This is what powers my current HP Victus gaming laptop, which can pull an easy 90 frames per second in Battlefield 1 high 1080p settings. And starting later this year, mobile devices are going to have this level of performance. And I find that super cool. And the first of these devices featuring this new chip is the Pocket 4 from GPD. This device is unique. It's the size of a handheld with an 8.8-inch display, 1440p, 144Hz, which makes it the exact same as the Legion Go. But there's no integrated Joy-Cons. The design here is laptop inspired. So it's kind of a quirky device. GPD is kind of famous for making weird devices, but it's notable because it's going to be the first handheld device featuring this new generation of APUs, which is now on par with the RTX 2050. But if this weird design isn't for you, later this year, and especially as we get into 2025, there's going to be a ton of devices with this new chip, or at least similar variants like the Z2 Extreme, which could be based off the same Zen 5 architecture. And on top of this, in early 2025, we can expect AMD to release the Strix Halo line of chips. These are the same Zen 5 platform as the current HX370, but featuring more computing cores and a higher wattage TDP. These chips will eventually make their way into mobile devices and offer even better performance, and I'm really excited to learn more about these. And rumor has it that Asus will refresh their Z13 line of gaming laptops with this higher wattage Zen 5 Strix Halo chip sometime in 2025. And for context here, the current Z13 packs an Intel CPU and a dedicated RTX 4050 GPU. So I find it very fascinating how they're opting for this higher powered all-in-one APU for the next generation. It leads me to believe that this higher powered Strix Halo version could have really game-changing performance. But that's a first look at AMD's new Zen 5 chips coming out and the devices that they're first going to be featured in. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.